Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. Now a look at the headlines. Goa State Election Commission to propose Panchayat election in mid of April or early May. GRA submits list of doubtful voters to the State Electoral Officer. Mopa Greenfield Airport to cost Goa government a whopping 2,500 crores. Adjoining commercial or industrial area to spread over 2,600 acres. Government invites global bids for financial consultant. Team Anna rejects draft LOKPAL bill by Standing Committee of the Parliament. Draft to be placed before the government within few days. Threatens of agitation if the bill is diluted. Oscar Fernandez tells decade-old Congress MLAs to think about making way for new blood. Delhi contemplates crackdown on groupism and family politics. And Zambia give footballing lessons to India. Copper bullets fire hosed by 5-0 Bajan. Irv Renard delighted about Zambia's bright future. Now the news in detail. Goa State Election Commission is likely to propose Panchayat elections in Goa in the middle of April or early May. The tenure of the current Panchayat is getting over by 19th May. Goa State Election Commission has decided to write to Panchayat Director within a week. Panchayat elections are likely to be held either on a Saturday or Sunday.
Last Panchayat election was held in May 2007. Panchayat bodies were later formed on 19 May 2007. Most Panchayats will complete their 5-year term on the same day. State Election Commission is now planning to hold Panchayat election before 19th of May next year. Sources in State Election Commission say, Commission will write to Panchayat Director by next week on forthcoming Panchayat elections. Commission will suggest dates between mid-April and early May. Sources in the State Election Commission further say, Panchayat elections are held on non-working days, so they will propose a Saturday or a Sunday in April or May. Sources say State Election Commission may use electronic voting machines for these Panchayat polls. Meanwhile, Goicha Rakondaracho Avaz has raised issue of questionable voters from 8 constituencies. GRA wants deletion of fake names from these rolls. They have alleged that politicians have created their vote bank in these constituencies.
Santa Cruz, Kortali, Mapsa, Fonia, Kumbarzwe, मडगांव, तावगां आनी ओल्ड टाउनच्या मतदारसंघाचे तातूंत आमकां जो आमी स्टडी केला पळय तो आमकां 16,245 नांवां मेवल्यात. जे कोणाचें नांव तुमी इलेक्टोरल रोलाचेर तुमी घालूंक सोदतात पयल्या सुवातेर ताचें नांव दुसऱ्या खंयच्याय गांवांत ताचें नांव रजिस्टर केल्लें ना म्हणून अशें तुमी चवकशी करून find out करूंक जाय की याचें नांव ना म्हणून दुसऱ्या रजिस्टराचेर.
Our senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kandolkar, with video journalist Ravindra Dalvi.
Goa government has estimated the development cost of Mopa Greenfield Airport and adjoining commercial and industrial area to over 2,500 crore rupees. Greenfield Airport at Mopa and adjoining area would be spread over 2,600 acres. Goa government's PPP cell has invited global bids for financial consultant for developing the project.
Government is in process of acquiring land for Mopa Airport, but many farmers have opposed government's acquisition plan. Earlier, government had appointed an agency that said the proposed airport was feasible for the state. Now, Goa government has asked bids for financial consultant and transaction advisor. The consultant shall develop a revenue model and project structure. Bid has to be submitted in 90 days. Goa government's website says, Director PPP Cell of the Government of Goa is engaged in development of a greenfield airport and large commercial or industrial area on a land spread over 2,600 acres. The project through public-private partnership on design, build, finance, operate and transfer basis. The indicative cost of the project is rupees 2,500 crores. Our senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kandolkar, with video journalist Ravindra Dalvi.
Team Anna has rejected the recommendations of Parliamentary Standing Committee on the draft Lokpal bill. The committee finalized the recommendations on Tuesday. Draft will be ready within a couple of days and will be placed before the government by 7 December for amendments. Team Anna has now threatened another agitation as they feel that the bill is diluted on inclusion of Prime Minister, bureaucracy, judiciary and investigating machinery.
Parliamentary Standing Committee headed by MP Abhishek Manu Singhvi finalized the recommendations for the draft Lokpal bill to be submitted to the Union Government. Government will later decide on whether the bill is to be placed before the Parliament for consideration and passing. Sources say the bill is likely to be placed before the House in the current winter session. Goa's Rajya Sabha MP Shantaram Naik is a member of the Parliament's Standing Committee which has finalized the draft of Lokpal bill. He spoke on the procedure of draft submission and passing of the bill. He says, as far as inclusion of PM and complete bureaucracy under Lokpal is concerned, there are several views and government will take a final call.
So, and the committee has excluded the C and D class employees of the in the ambit of Lokpal.
There are two views.
Okay.
Some say AB should be included and CD should be excluded. There are 3-4 views on this. One view is that the Prime Minister should be included with certain riders like national security and all these things. Prime Minister should not be held responsible or should not be prosecuted. Second view is Prime Minister should be included under a Lokpal bill, but he should be prosecuted only after he demits the office.
Okay.
The third view is that the Prime Minister should be totally excluded.
Okay.
And fourth view is that Prime Minister should be totally included without any exception.
Okay.
And as it is, we have been given 7th December as the last date for submission of the report. Therefore, in any case, we have to submit before 7th.
And after that, it will be placed in the session?
No, after that, government will consider our report.
Okay.
And based on our report, they will prepare a bill.
Okay.
That means the bill is already there. They will make certain amendments as per the decision of the government. The government need not accept all recommendations of the Standing Committee.
Team Anna has rejected this draft, saying it has been diluted. They are demanding a Jan Lokpal bill. Team Anna member Arvind Kejriwal raised these objections.
गवर्नमेंट फंडेड एनजीओज हैं, उन सारी गवर्नमेंट फंडेड एनजीओज को हम भी चाहते हैं बिकॉज वो प्रिवेंशन ऑफ करप्शन एक्ट के सीधे दायरे में आती हैं, तो सारी गवर्नमेंट फंडेड एनजीओज को उसके दायरे में लाया जाए. और हमने कैलकुलेशन की थी कि 95% सरकारी कर्मचारियों को देश भर में इस पूरी जो नई एंटी करप्शन व्यवस्था बनाई जा रही है इसके दायरे से बाहर रखा जाएगा. तो ये किस किस्म की एंटी करप्शन व्यवस्था है, इसके ऊपर देश को गौर करना चाहिए. उनके लिए दूसरे कानूनों की जरूरत है.
With Bureau Inputs, our reporter in Panji, Greta Menezes.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.